Yeah.
Right. So
I mean, I could be red.
Do is swap names. Like, I'm just literally. So it's funny because Teddy is in Asher's spot. Asher's Natasha right now. And Natasha is Asher.
Body swap episode.
Well, that's confusing.
But both Derek and Dez are in the right damn spot. Basically, it flip-flopped my bottom row there. But,
Oh man!
As soon as I get...
If we ever get paired off, we have Derek and Dez for the double D pair off.
Derek and Dez.
Do I have to be in it because my name also has 2 D's in it? Just in the background?
Teddy. Derek, Dez, and Teddy.
Right,
and also me.
We're the Ed, and Eddie of Power Rangers.
Yes.
Alright, gentlemen, we're gonna go live. 3, 2, 1. Welcome. Power Rangers. Savage Stampede.
Chair moved up here.
We find ourselves in Turtle Cove. It's a bright, sunny day. And yet, for some reason, we got 6 people at one of the local bars. Each kind of burying their head in their drink, kind of burying themselves. For one reason or another. Desmond.
Yeah.
You are sitting there talking to another ranger. Who are you to another player? Who are you talking to? Who are you sitting with?
I think I'm sitting with Gabe. I'm trying to strike up a conversation. I have a hat on, sort of tilted over my face, trying to hide the fact that I'm clearly too young to be in this bar. And just trying to carry on a conversation, so kind of spinning the drink around in the bottle. What brings you in today?
Gabe is clutching a big bright red Cosmo, which he's nursing very slowly. And he's I completely blew an audition, and I'm trying to forget about that. Cheers. And he sips his drink.
Yeah. Des reaches to clink, and I guess Gabe's... And he just kind of lifts his drink up and starts drinking. What was the part for?
Just another background dancer in a music video, but, and they never tell you why. They just, you're too tall, you're not tall enough, you're too skinny, you're too fat. You never know you never know why they're turning you down. You just know that you're not what they're looking for, I guess. It'll come eventually.
Yeah. Have you been in anything that I might have seen?
Not unless you've seen a commercial for the used car dealership over on 75th. That commercial was not good.
You had
Wait,
actually,
is that the
you
one-
knew exactly what
Yeah,
commercial
yeah.
he's talking about. And you're like, oh yeah, that one.
Wait. Were you the guy imitating the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man?
Yeah, they left that in, but cut my standing side aerial and my double pike Arabian. Go figure.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means.
They're like acrobatic dance moves.
Could you give me one for, just because nobody's going to believe this back home that I met you.
Are you serious? That commercial didn't even make cable. That was local channels only. Flattery will get you nowhere, buddy, but cheers.
All right. Across the bar, Natasha, you are sitting there having a moderately friendly chat with the bartender. He kind of leans up to you and he goes, "So I've not seen you in here before, miss."
I haven't had my 21st birthday yet, but to be fair, I heard you have it.
You haven't had your 21st birthday yet? Well, then I'll give you one of these. And he kind of passes you over, and it's just like, it's a really good-looking mixed drink, but you could tell that there's no alcohol in it because you don't smell any of it at all.
I was just taking water and like some chicken wings. What's your name, bartender? Unless you just want me to call you bartender.
Bartender works, but my name is Merrick.
Nice to meet you, Merrick. My name's
Cannon.
He kind of leans over a little bit, and he goes, "Don't worry, I won't tell anyone you're underage." And
She just started stroking.
Teddy, you and Derek are kind of enthralled in a game of pool. You guys are each kind of shooting off and shoot. Okay, Jason, I'm gonna have to stop for just a second here, but your background noise is super distracting, my man. So if you could just like mute yourself until you're ready to talk, that'd be hugely helpful.
Yeah, AC decided to turn on.
You
Perfect.
can also set push to talk in the settings.
As well, yeah. All right. Back to what I was saying. Teddy and Derek, you guys are shooting pool. Who's winning?
Sorry, go ahead.
Derek's definitely played some pool in some shady places, moving around from foster home. So he's definitely a little bit experienced.
My dad would have had one on the farm, but I am only half paying attention because I'm looking over at the bar and trying to hide from one person, but violently looking at a different person. So I'm missing shots that I probably should hit. I'm just, it's your break.
He's like definitely Derek's going over to take the shot, and as he's kind of leaning over to break it, it's like your heart's not in it tonight, huh?
Yeah. Not tonight. I got something else that I'm keeping an eye on. And the way he's like holding the pool stick, it's like he's almost going to snap it.
They're just kind of like, he just kind of shrugged. Oh, win's a win, I guess. He just breaks.
Yeah, I'll pay you back when I got money.
Nah, don't worry about it. I ain't that hard up. I've been teaching extra classes.
Nice.
And, Hatcher, you're sitting in a corner booth, kind of by yourself. You're kind of just watching what's happening around you. There's a lot going on at this point. What are your thoughts about what's happening kind of around you in the bar? I mean, you see someone who's very clearly you see a couple of people who kind of look like they might be underage.
Yeah. So I mean, part of me has this innate sense to want to kind of report or to, let others know with background in law enforcement, but since I'm no longer in it, and now I'm just a teacher, I'm just like, hey, everybody deals with their own thing, concentrating on my own reason for being there, kind of drinking myself because today is, anniversary of death of the person closest to me, so I'm just sitting there like, I mean, it's there and part of me wants to, but the other part's just like, everybody has a reason. So, if they need to do that, good to it, and I'll step in if absolutely necessary, but unless people start going wild, let them be.
All right. At this point, everyone needs to give me an alertness check.
Can do.
Would this be alertness perception?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I got a total of 20.
I got a total of 16, but the 4 on my D4 was a 4, so.
Are we just doing the base 10 difficulty and auto puts in there?
No, I'll tell you whether or not it succeeds. So I need you to I need you to just tell me what the number is. That fails.
Cool. Yeah, I got a 7.
So Derek, we're gonna describe what happens for you first. You're shooting. What'd you roll there, Jason? So are you untrained in alertness?
My background, an edge. So, former law enforcement.
So if you've got an edge, then an edge would be you roll 2d20. Take the higher number.
Do that real quick.
That's not a lot better.
So I got a 9. Well, I also have the T4 on there, so I don't know if I need to roll that as well.
Yep, roll the d4.
There are 3 7s in a row. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, do I add?
I was rolling in a snag, man.
Marks as well?
Okay. So anyone who rolled under an 11 does not succeed on this check. Each of you are kind of... You're all on alert. Things in the city have been tense for the last few days. Because several days ago, over in Angel Grove, we saw our first monster sighting in 30 years. In any other city that formerly held Power Rangers, is now on edge. The air in the city is tense. The air in the city is uncomfortable, to say the least. Turtle Cove has been peaceful for many, many years. But now, it doesn't seem to be. Anyone who rolled above an 11 is going to get the opportunity to run. Because outside the door, you start to hear, just a little bit before everybody else does, anyone who thinks they need to run, who rolled above an 11, give me an athlete. Give me a strength athletics. Because athletics is straight running. Running is just straight athletics. I mean, there's no question in my mind on that one.
I mean, I hear it, but he's not the type to run away.
Sorry, go ahead.
I've been in this bar before. Is there any place where either a corner bar or something like that where I can like hide or lay low more so than just flat out run? Try and blend in a little bit more.
Give me an alertness with a focus on perception.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look up at Derek since he's with me and go, something's going on. Then, nah.
Yeah.
What? Taddy,
I
what?
wouldn't be too worried till it comes in here.
Something's going on.
Right in the freaking... It's in the parking lot.
11. I don't have any... My specialization's in investigation.
You've been in this bar before, but you've never really caused any problems for Merrick.
At least not that he knows of.
That he's ever reported you on.
Right.
It's at this point, coming from the back room, you all see this alien, who none of you recognize, bursting out the front door. They come running out of the back room and they take off, and Merrick tries to jump over the bar to stop him. And he goes, "You don't belong in here!"
Okay.
At this point, can I unscrew the pull cue so it's two halves?
I'm gonna just try and swing and hit him with mine too as I see him running. Merrick's been good to me.
He says, "You'll never take me alive, cowards!" And he basically jumps through. You guys try to swing at him, but he kind of ducks and evades. It's almost like he's there but not there. He slides through it and he missed. Like part of him becomes mist for just a second. Gabe, he's rushing right at your bar stool. What's your reaction?
Drop to my back, push against the bar, and try to slip between his legs to get some distance.
He kind of jumps and flips over you as you're trying to do this. You're just like, eh. Natasha, you're looking up like, what the hell?
What the fuck?
And he just rushes right past you, actually catching, as he does so, your hair kind of flips up a little bit behind you, so he's moving fast. He hits that door, bursts out, and there's several officers there. And they just, and instantly he drops.
Like unconscious?
Like he's unconscious.
just...
He's unconscious.
Okay.
Bunch of officers walk up. And coming around the corner at this exact moment, you all see someone each of you is familiar with for different reasons. Gabe, you're familiar with him through some of your volunteer work over at Turtle Cove Community Center. The director of Turtle Cove Community Center, Adam Park. Asher, you're familiar with him from when you were an officer. You would turn in troubled youth to him. Desmond, Derek, and Teddy, for different reasons, you've all been those troubled youth who got turned in.
Yeah.
Natasha, you at one point ended up turning yourself in because you needed a place to stay. All of you know this man, and he's looking at you and is not happy. He goes, I don't care what happened. All 6 of you need to come with me.
Eric's like still holding the clubs, and he's kind of like raised them. He's like, Adam, I didn't do nothing this time. Cool.
Yeah, I was just a bystander here. This had nothing to do with me. I think I need to go. Maybe.
Teddy knows the drill. He just puts the pool
One
fuel
of the
down.
officers
I
goes,
think
one of the officers goes,
go
all
with
of you are under arrest.
Oh, what?
What?
One of the officer
assumes the position.
As you guys are coming through the door, you guys are seeing this is a group of police officers you don't see often in this town or ever. You see an SPD officer.
Officer, if I may, I do not believe you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have committed a crime. Therefore, there is no reason for you to arrest me, and I think I should be on my way. Thank you. Bye bye. Ta-ta. And he starts like inching towards the door.
Fraternizing.
I'm with him.
I'm just going.
Fraternizing with an illegal alien. That alien's very dangerous. We need you to come down to the station.
If I swung my fuel cue at it, do I get like a reward for fucking stop
it's at this point that Adam steps in place. He goes, officer. And he leans into him. And the officer's eyes go wide. All right, well, I will release all of you into the custody of Mr. Park here. You all can get in his van. All of you. And he looks at all of you.
I'm already like in the back seat. Come on, guys.
And he looks. Another cop comes up and he goes, Gray, what the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the car.
I look at him and was like, you know what today is.
I know what today is.
Leave it. Yeah, because I'm sorry, the person that I lost was also in the police force.
Yeah. No, I know.
So,
I read your background.
Okay. Like
I know what today is, but why did you pick this bar? You never come to this bar. You always go to Cracker Jacks across. You always go to Cracker Jacks across town.
I couldn't tell you. Just felt like coming to this one today. And just wrong place, wrong time.
Well, you're going to need to go with them too.
I understand that pretty much already called.
So all of you, not trying to get arrested, funnel into this van. Adam kind of leans back and he goes, "What are you guys all doing here? First off, 3 of you, at least, are underage and should not have been in the bar at all." And he is staring you dead in the face, Natasha. And you're just kind of like, what?
It really ain't right.
To be fair, this place does have a reputation for never carding anyone.
Yeah, like I've definitely gotten drinks here at least 3 times in the past week, so...
So who are the minors, just like outside the game, real quick? Ones you and Natasha? Okay.
Yeah, Gabe is only 19.
Hey, 19!
Wait a minute.
Also, okay.
Other than Jason, is my character the oldest?
How old are you?
21.
I'm 22, almost 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's...
I don't have to be one of the adults.
No.
Yeah, Asher's 26. So.
Adam, do me a favor. If my grandma asked, I was it.
I won't tell your grandma. But all of you need to come with me.
Well, preferable to jail. Can you give us like an inkling, maybe? Like a hint, what's going on? Because last time I checked, ducking under a dude isn't quote-unquote fraternizing with an alien, and I'm not sure the last time that was supposed to be a crime.
He's the good cop. You should
And if
try
it is
it.
a crime, it's super racist. Not cool.
SPD's been on edge ever since Grum's invasion, which you guys are all aware of the events that happened in. You are all aware to some degree because it's been all over the news. We're picking up 4 weeks after the end of Grum's invasion.
Oh.
Okay.
And just last week, we saw a new invasion. We saw a new threat emerge in Angel Grove. You each have your own reasons for being part of the community center. Some of you volunteer. Others are voluntold to help out. So you are all pretty familiar with Adam's moods. Adam doesn't seem like he's in a bad mood. He just seems mildly annoyed. You all get the sense that there's something more to this visit than meets the eye. For one, he's not driving you back to the community center. You're going the wrong damn way. You're heading out of town.
Just for my own personal thing, how are seats laid out? Are we facing, like, towards the center of the vehicle, or are we, like, standard seating?
Standard seating.
Standard seating, okay.
We've got kind of Natasha, Teddy, and Derek in the back, in the way back, because you all were just like, all right, fine.
Derek kind of hollers up to Adam while he's driving. He's just like, hey, I'll teach a 3rd class at the community center if you just tell us where you're taking us.
I can't tell you.
I'm just staring holes in the back of Dez's head.
Oh, so is Natasha.
I just told you.
You two are just absolutely convinced this is somehow his fault.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm
That little shit. did something.
Dez is somehow convinced that this is somehow his fault.
My fist is
Des just sitting there like,
over
what
and
did I
over.
do? Shit.
Yeah, like,
It's taking all of Teddy's self-control not to just reach around and just grab the throat in front of him.
Derek kind of like
is thinking of ways to get away with murder.
Derek kind of looks at Teddy and is like, "Bad blood."
You could say that. Natasha, I'd help you.
Interesting.
I'd hide it.
How close is the nearest pig farm?
Pretty dang close.
You guys, so you guys travel about 30 minutes you guys travel 20 minutes out of town. You end up at Wild Force Sanctuary. Wild Force Sanctuary is a wildlife preserve that was set up in the following years after the events of Wild Force. He pulls into the parking lot, and there's a trail kind of leading up to your left. From there, he kind of directs all of you to get out, and he goes, "There's something I need to show you."
Is it another nature walk? Because I swear I will teach like another 5 tap dances to not have to do this.
You don't like nature walks?
I like nature walks, not when they're forced. I mean...
But at night you can see so many different types of wildlife.
I don't see the reflective vests in here. We're not picking up trash?
Not this time, guys. There's just something I needed to
You
show
have to
you.
pick up trash?
It's at this point, so the way you guys are all standing is, Asher, you're kind of in the back, kind of just like sitting back there, like just observing your surroundings. Natasha and Teddy, you guys are kind of standing next to each other. Gabe, Derek, and Dez are all kind of standing next to each other from there as well. Just kind of into this, almost in like a triangle shape. It's at this point, from the back, Asher, give me an alertness check, please. Uh, 13. That's perfectly fine. That'll work. 18. Okay. You hear from the back, something's rushing up from behind you. You turn around, and it's not just one something, it's about 20 somethings. And the thing at the lead screams at the top of its lungs, "It's Adam Park! Get him!" And what you all turn around to see these shaped like putrids, these magma creatures, and in the front, you see a cloaked and hooded figure. And Adam goes, "Shit! All of you, run, go, into the woods."
What are those things? What do they
Bad
want to do?
news. Go.
I'm not leaving you here to fight them by yourself.
Yeah,
Instead
Adam-
of running away, I'm running
Adam-
into the crowd, fists
Yeah.
raised.
Yeah.
Adam
We're
goes,
right behind Teddy.
as you guys try to start to run, he basically starts grabbing you and flipping you behind him. Go! I got this. And he reaches behind him, pulls it out. Steel fusion! In a mix of the green Zeo Ranger suit and the black Ranger suit form on his body. As you guys turning and you're starting to run away into the city.
Great. Power Ranger. Didn't see that coming. Move. Guys, move now.
Honestly, if it would be anybody, it would be him. Somebody just starts fucking it.
Yeah.
I think Des
Seems
holds
legit.
for like 1 extra second as everybody else takes off.
I
And
like
just-
grab back of shirt. Come on.
As you guys all step, you hear the sounds of combat behind you as you all flee. All of a sudden, Natasha, you hear in your ear, "This way." You hear a young, you hear a woman's voice. It sounds almost melodic, and you feel a pull to the right. Do you go right or do you go left?
Right. This way. We've all hiked these woods before, and she starts running till the way she feels pulled.
You know in the back, because you all have spent some time here, either through volunteer work to make sure that it gets clean, or just spending some time here in nature,
Living in the woods.
living in the woods. You each run forward. You know what this path is Cove Falls. An offshoot coming out of the river, out of the cove. You each running forward. As you get there, the ground gives way underneath you. And you fall, each of you, for not even given it a chance. The ground falls away from you. It doesn't give away. You're pulled up.
Okay, guys, I only had half a Cosmo. I am not drunk. What's going on?
Are we
All
dead?
of you pass out. You awake sometime later to find Adam sitting across from you and the bartender sitting next to him. Each of you.
Merrick? What are you doing here?
What are any of us doing here?
He goes, this is my home.
What?
You gotta float up here after work every night?
Sweet
Pretty much.
digs.
Okay, am I the only one whose weirdness radar is getting pinged like hardcore? Because this is not normal.
He goes.
Yeah,
He looks at you. He goes, there used to be Power Rangers running around in this town all the time.
Yeah.
This
Other than
isn't
Chicago.
normal?
2001?
I'm sorry, I wasn't in town yet. You said Power Rangers were here?
Yes. In the early 2000s. And so were those. a giant red lion appears above you. And he's just looking down at you. As each of you looks up to see the red wild zord. Anyone who grew up in this town or anywhere near it knows of the Wild Forest Rangers and knows of the red lion.
That's the red lion zord. I didn't think I'd ever see it.
Des is just barely
Des
holding
just
it.
rolled not to faint and succeeded.
Des is just barely holding it together right now. Like, holy crap!
Can I see what like the mood of the wild zord is?
Give me an animal handling.
Okay.
So that'll be your social skill.
That would be 17.
It feels calm. It curious. Not really upset. Just
Hey, buddy.
very curious.
Okay, so just to recap, you're a Power Ranger,
Yes.
giant robot lion, magma things chasing you down.
Yep.
I'm just not seeing how it goes together.
Just a quick question for my own clarification. Are those things hypoallergenic? Because I'm very allergic to cats.
Do you see fire?
Yeah, I don't think, like, whatever space metal that's made of has dander, dude.
Okay.
The red lion gets its face right, like lowers its face right at you, and just you hear a low echoing growl coming through. All of you were a little bit freaked out, so I want all of you to go ahead and roll me a willpower.
So what would you consider that?
That would be smarts, whatever that would be the smarts. That'd be basically the smarts save.
Oh, just a like a straight smarts roll kind of thing.
No, under character sheet you should see willpower. Yeah, no, literally willpower.
Okay, so
No, that's like our defense. That's like an armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It doesn't roll.
yeah, there's,
okay, yeah. Sorry.
are we like trying to roll
Just
under or something?
roll just a straight smarts check.
Is that,
This system confuses me sometimes. Always forget about. I mix up saves on this system. There isn't a save per se.
Yeah, there isn't.
I will roll against each of your. I will roll against each of your like we're supposed to.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ha! I am the least scared.
Yeah. You're not freaked out, but you're also like, please don't eat me.
Yeah, right? Like, Des, what did you do? Why'd you have to say that?
Yeah, don't piss off the giant metallic lion that could probably squish you with a toe. That's a good way. That's a good place to start. Let's start with that and work our way towards like head stretches later on.
You can do it, Lion. I believe in you.
Dude, what did I do to you?
Animals sense evil.
So at this point,
fist bump Natasha.
at this point, you each are you're all kind of reeling. In turn, we're gonna go. I want each of you to kind of describe how your character's feeling. We'll start with Teddy. How is your character feeling in this moment? What is his internal monologue like?
So he was initially freaked out with all the seeing the putrids and then him morph. But as soon as he sees the red wild zord, he just calms down just in the presence of such a majestic animal in front of him. And he's like, I'm going to be okay. This guy's going to be protecting me.
Okay. Gabe, what's your internal monologue?
It's very hectic and energized. When going from please don't eat me, please don't eat me, please don't eat me to wait, Power Rangers, Magma Beasts. What the fuck's going on? What's that? Why am I here? What's going on? Why me? Why today?
Okay.
So a lot is the one word I would use.
Natasha, how are you feeling, girl?
What the fuck is going on? Am I gonna die today? How the fuck did I get up here? How the fuck do I get down? Can I push one person off this island before I go?
Asher, what is your internal monologue, my man?
My internal monologue is kind of all over the place because of my curious nature. It's just one of those history that I've had, being able to determine things. Is just I'm starting to put two and two together. Like, okay, so Adam is a Power Ranger, Merrick is or was a Power Ranger. So at this point, obviously seeing the Zord in real life is a whole other level of just awe, while still, dealing with the raw emotion that I've been, that have been going through today, and it's all just kind of collided together. But my mind is still that curious mind is still like, so what's our purpose in it? And that's kind of that one question has kept me as grounded as possible, given everything.
Okay. Des?
Des is somewhere between Asher and Gabe. Like his first and surface thought is, holy shit, I'm gonna get eaten by a mechanical lion. I pissed it off, I'm dead. And in retreating from that memory, he's trying to see how the six of us fit into this. And trying to understand why are we here as opposed to anybody else.
Okay. And last but not least, Derek.
So, Derek's been in town for like 6.5 years at this point, so he heard all about the wild zords and stuff. So he's intimidated that like a 40-foot red lion is like right over everyone right now, but he's just really in awe. He never thought that he'd actually see a wild zord, and he's trying to process Adam being a Power Ranger. Well, that kind of made sense. I've trained with him a few times, and I knew something was up, so I could see that he's flat blind and just so confused that Merrick was at one point a Ranger, because he's only ever known him as like the proprietor of the Roadhouse.
You've never really seen him. He's never given you a reason to suspect him. He has assumed the most unassuming identity ever.
He's always been really quiet, kind of friendly, but just kind of mind his own, never really caused problems anywhere in town. So he's like really confused that Merrick is somehow connected to all of this. He's not panicking too much about the Magna monster attack, moving around so much. He lived in Chicago for a while on South Side, so he's fairly used to some not safe situations. Obviously, being in Turtle Cove for so long, he knew that monsters and aliens like that existed. So he's probably he's like riding an adrenaline high for sure, but he's probably a little more okay than some of the younger kids here.
Adam takes a seat on a rock as a woman kind of comes out and she goes, "Oh, we have visitors."
Hello, ma'am.
She's dressed in
Who's the
this
princess?
long white robe. She has a wreath crown, and she walks up and kind of puts her hands on Merrick's shoulders, and she goes, "Honey, you
Cowboy hat off.
didn't tell me we were gonna have any visitors up here, and in fact, why are they here?" And she goes,
I
Isn't the same thing?
Yeah,
I'm
Like
I'm kind
an
of curious about that myself.
he goes, "The Animarium called them up here. It protected them. They were under attack." Adam goes, "Technically,
the
I was
Animarium?
under attack. They just happened to be there."
That's fair.
Okay, point
Those-
1, what's an animarium? Point 2, who were we under attack from?
Point
Those are questions that are kind
three.
of important to know.
Hold on.
Point three.
All of you, calm down for just a second. I will answer each of your questions, but you can't talk over each other. I guess it should start at the beginning. On Adam's wrist is a smartwatch. He basically taps the side of it, and a projection comes out, and a screen kind of appears in front of you. And on it, you see the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're fighting, and he starts going through and explaining the history of the Power Rangers. Ending with the events of SPD. He taps it. It changes. You see the new Rangers that just appeared last week in Angel Grove. And he goes on to say, "You were probably called up here to be part of Project Squadron. Project Squadron is an initiative headed by the original Blue Ranger, Mr. Billy Cranston. All of your ears perk up. Everyone knows who that is. In fact, Asher, you're literally wearing one of his smartwatches." Des, you may or may not have stolen a few or some of his technology at times in history. It's debatable. You never know.
Hey, you can't prove that.
Can't prove shit. Sold it. He says, 5 blank coin. He kind of holds up 6 blank coins. And he goes, I guess it'd be interesting to see. And he kind of hands out and he goes, "Each of you take one." Before he starts explaining what Project Squadron is. As you each grab it, Gabe, a shimmer of pink light reflects across it.
Are these supposed to, like, glint or glow or something?
And it etches a peacock.
Well,
into it. Teddy,
Oh,
yours glints green. You get
Just
moose
look up at
antlers.
Adam.
You get moose antlers. etched into it.
Looks like we match, Adam. I'll just put it in my pocket.
Natasha, yours etches black. It basically almost becomes like a pit in your hand before etching the serpent. Asher, yours flashes a blue. Where'd it go? Yeah, you're the elephant Zord, right? Okay, an elephant etches into it. Derek, yours etches in the Tasmanian fucking devil.
I think he swapped us.
Yeah, you swapped out.
I did, sorry. Serpent. I did, that's
I'm the
my bad.
driver.
Just trade them.
No, so swap that. That's my bad. And I remembered that I remembered what it was. I just didn't remember who had what.
There's like 4 games going on here, so.
It etches the serpent, and Natasha, you looked at yours, and it's got the symbol of the Tasmanian devil. Before finally, Desmond, yours etches in a fox. Each of you put your coins in your pocket, and he goes, "Looks like you were chosen." And it looks like they agree. Each of you turn around. And you hear a audible gasp from both Shayla and Merrick. She goes, "The exiled Zords?" And Adam goes, "Yeah, that kind of fits with this group."
That tracks.
Yeah.
I take offense, but also accurate.
The peacock.
Oh yeah, exactly.
The peacock lets out a squeal, and in your mind, Gabe, you hear, "Damn right."
Hey, guys. I speak bird now.
You didn't before? You seem like kind of a trainer.
The fox.
I'm just
Insulting but accurate. This is
The
a
fox
Thursday.
looks at you, Des, and gives a slight nod, and you hear, "Partner." Teddy, the moose bellows out, and you hear in your mind, "I'm itching for a fight."
At that, I just run over and hugging the moose's leg. It's like, I never knew I needed you, buddy.
Natasha, you hear a very gruff voice in your ear. "I'm itching to come home. Let's kick some ass."
We're gonna share people, aren't we?
Derek, you hear in your mind, you hear, it's a servant's job to keep the others in line.
Let's go, buddy. And he kind of walks over and he just touches, like, I mean, technically, Snake's whole body's basically like his belly, but he's just like rubbing the scales on the side.
general belly area.
The elephant lets out a trumpet and goes, "Our world's in danger. We need to protect it." It sounds almost regal.
Say, I couldn't agree more. And walk up to it and touch its horn. Or its trunk.
You basically you kind of touch its trunk. He goes, "Well, that's unique. I wasn't ready for that."
Yeah, recurring theme today.
I'm just still hugging the moose.
He goes,
I don't think this is the weirdest thing we've had going on today.
"I guess I should tell you about Project Squadron. Project Squadron is an initiative set up by the original Blue Ranger, Billy Cranston.
Wait. The Billy Cranston, like the tech guru with the gadgets and he was the Power Ranger?
Yes?
The guy who made the cranberry?
Yeah?
The one who wears those like really cool turtlenecks?
Yes.
Flying car.
I love how you guys are making funny jokes about BlackBerry and Steve Jobs.
The same time.
I mean, basically that's what he is. He's all of them as one.
Essentially, yeah.
That and David Yost does
To face off against
turtlenecks.
Okay.
he taps his...
Does Cheetah Rivera live on the Animarium too? Because my world's been blown enough today.
No.
Cool.
He basically turns it again and then throws out another line. And the picture flashes out, and it shows a planet. And what it shows is that planet being destroyed, and from the wreckage, a rift in space opening. And a flood of warships coming out. Three months ago, we detected this. This is an event called an emergence. Essentially, what happened is creatures from an alternate dimension have broken into ours. The Power Rangers of that dimension failed. We mustn't. Our entire reality is at stake. Billy learned about this a few years ago and learned about this during the era of Dino Thunder and decided to come home to defend against it. He set up all over the world. He set up the ability for Ranger teams to be established and to defend their city. Each of you claiming a coin reawoke these zords. And with these, he grabs another box and opens it up. Your port shift and cell shift morpher. You'll be able to become Power Rangers yourselves. Dez, Teddy, Natasha, Derek, and Gabe. You are each handed a port shift morpher. You each strap them to your wrist.
Does it matter which side? Because I'm more of a lefty.
No, not really.
Oh, okay, cool.
Asher, you are handed a cell shift morpher.
Someone special.
That's cool, though. I don't think there's... Has there been a blue 6th Ranger?
No.
Not unless you count the Blue Centurion.
Ah, that's true.
Or the beetle one from Ninja Storm.
Oh, he was kind of blue. It's like a dark. Yeah.
Navy Thunder.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite Ninja Storm Ranger. I love that.
Oh,
I
those
just
are so
love
good.
that outfit.
I gotta rewatch. It's been a long time.
And
I
then
do
the
like
Rhinoceros
your
Beetle or
outfit.
Stag Beetle is
Yes,
A+.
Natasha?
Aren't Power Rangers supposed to be, like, put together? How the fuck did we get in?
She's got a point.
Adam goes, not always.
Um,
You should have seen the Ninja Storm
Yeah.
Rangers when they started out.
As much as I appreciate all this, I don't think you want me anywhere near this.
You don't
I
say.
don't disagree.
You don't disagree,
Mer-
but like apparently the 40-foot metal animals do. Maybe trust them a little bit.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I'm sorry. Anyone with a tail spread that fabulous can't be wrong.
And the peacock
you
kind
think-
of turns up like, yeah, all right.
I'll just look over.
I made you laugh like at story points.
Tell him.
I'll just look over to the moose for approval, and then look at Dez.
Asher tells Dez.
I rolled whether or not you got a story point.
Oh, nice.
You get one carryover story point.
Okay,
Remember, story points are per session.
fair enough.
Unless I specifically say carryover. He goes, not all Ranger teams start being the best or knowing what they're doing or even being the best role models. And he's eyeing you hard, Des. From what Doggy Kruger tells me, the former Red SPD Ranger was a legitimate criminal before he joined.
No way.
Kind of taps him on the arms like, there's hope for you yet, kid.
So, no, you guys aren't from there, so you wouldn't know. He looks, and he goes, let me ask you a question, Des. Now that you've seen all this, now that you know what's coming, if these things are successful, our world's gone. Our entire reality is gone. All your friends at the community center, everyone you've known, loved, is dead. There's no coming back from that. Wouldn't you rather be able to do something about it?
Where do I sign up?
You already did. Just by putting that on. Merrick goes, I wasn't always a good guy either. Adam, can you go back to the Wild Force files? Yeah. And he flips it back and throws it out. And it plays a picture of a black wolf warrior just decimating the Wild Force Rangers. Flashing and symbols. And he goes, That used to be me.
You were Zenaku?
Yes. I was under a curse, but I was left with some trauma after that. And it wasn't always easy to fight. It wasn't
Everyone at
always
the high
easy to do
school,
what was right.
everyone at school said you just disappeared.
The Rangers set me free.
Do you guys still talk?
Some of us. I haven't heard from Cole in a long time.
I'll walk over to Dez and go, on account of what we're dealing with, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones on all this. As long as you let me punch you at least one time. I'm not going to speak for Natasha over there. And I'll be watching you this whole time. If you give me any reason to doubt you, I will.
Okay. One question. I've done a lot of messed up stuff. What specifically did I do to you?
Frame me for a crime. Just imagine me with longer hair and a beard. Rattier clothes. Cops pulled me in after that.
If it helps jog your memory, the crime was robbing a 7-year-old woman. The woman being my...
She's literally the nicest woman I have ever met.
So I'll put it like this. The world's on the line and I have a lot of people I care about. So I guess we're fine. But if at the end of this I don't see that you've changed, feelings will be the least of your problem.
Yeah.
Gabe, you're over here. You and Derek are kind of looking at each other at this point, like, oh shit.
Yeah. There was beef. There's beef. Yeah, I think I'm leaning over to Derek. Like, I don't know what they're talking about, but that sounds really tense, and like this whole vibe is not getting me off to a good start here.
I would say it loud enough so everyone hears it so they know, because he's that angry.
Oh no, there's no secrecy here.
Oh no, I heard everything. But yeah, this vibe, it's not working for me. Maybe should like one of us say something? Should we like quash this beef before it becomes a thing? Because it feels like it's about to be a thing, and I don't want this to be a thing.
Asher's gonna step forward, and he's gonna try to de-escalate the situation. He's just gonna let him know, there is some bad blood here, and that much is true. And you're right to be. He looks at.
It's at this point, guys, that you actually now really start, like, you've actually started to get a good look at Asher's face, and you realize Asher's arrested you at least twice.
Shit.
You guys, we have to be able to work as a team.
Asher, you don't recognize him. You don't. There were so many messed up kids. You don't recognize him enough. Like, he looks vaguely familiar to you, but you're not 100% sure why.
Right, and it's one of those. There are problems, and as justified as everything would be right now, we need to put everything aside. Fate of the world kind of situation. But we grow from this. We work together as a team and succeed, regardless of how worthy you feel you are. In fact, somebody once told me those who feel the least worthy tend to be the ones that do the best because they always have something to prove.
Well,
together.
Yeah.
Just One quick thing. At this point, Des pulls a small sheet of paper out of his pocket. And you see a list of names. Takes out a pencil. And what was your grandmother's name?
Renee.
I guess I have something I have to help Renee with then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam
If
kind
you
of
want,
interrupts
you
at
can
this
go
point
on.
and goes, well, you can start by helping this city. Merrick and I will each teach you how to fight better and what being a Power Ranger means. Looks like you're going to be the Savage Stampede Rangers.
That's a cool name.
Derek kind of looks up specifically at Adam, because Adam would know who this is. He says, I can't tell Katie, can I?
Absolutely not. In fact, none of you should ever reveal your identities.
Are you sure? Because this could be a really good resume booster.
And he looks and goes, Gabe, I know you're trying to get your resume up. That's why you keep volunteering. No.
Checking.
I don't got no one to tell, so that's fine.
Are
Just
there
put
any
it
other
this way,
rules we
Gabe.
should know about?
Is there anyone isn't there somebody you would want to keep safe? If you're a Power Ranger, what do you think your enemies would do to them?
Yeah, mom and dad back home, they don't need to deal with weird magma creatures running over the farm. So yeah, good point. Point taken. Thank you.
From a farm too?
Yeah, Ohio.
Huh. Nice. I've been through there.
Adam goes, in order to morph, you're going to insert your coins and say, Savage Link, go.
Savage Link, go.
And you spin it, and it just basically flares out and encases you in a yellow energy, and it flashes on, and you're standing there in your ranger outfit.
Whoa.
Whoa. Cool.
I can't let you have all the fun. And Natasha inserts the coin, spins it, says, Savage Link, go.
And same thing, you're encased in almost this black eggshell before it closes down. And there you're standing. You're standing in your black ranger outfit.
All right. Let's get wild. Savage Link, go.
You basically insert your coin. Let's get wild. Red fire blasts around you, encasing you in like a red almost egg, and then it rips up beside in your red fox outfit. It's at this point Adam looks at the there's three of you now standing on one side in your morphed forms. Three of you not. What about you three? You gonna try it out too?
Ash
You
is
know what?
different, so he's
You still put your coin in to the phone. Basically, tap the center. He'll tell you, for you, Asher, you're still going to say Savage Link go and insert the coin, but you're going to press the middle button in the middle of it.
Which he does. Savage Link go.
As you insert your coin, Savage Link go. Yours flips up and encases you in blue armor. And then all of a sudden you're standing there in your elephant gear.
Well, hey, I mean, I would go last because last is what you remember the most, but I'll give that to you. Let's get wild, guys. Savage Link, go!
Yours starts as just pink, but you also see hints of greens and yellows and blues and just speckles as you see what almost looks like a peacock's tail feathers encasing you. And then as it rips off to the side, you're standing there, your pink helmet, fabulous, by the way. And you're just like, this is hot. I'm okay with this.
Guys, this is like a whole aesthetic. Oh my god. And I think Gabe just like turns back and points to the peacock and like, yeah, we got this. We're gonna look good doing this shit.
Peacock goes, looking good, my friend.
But just like a thumbs up and up.
I just pull the coin out of my pocket, look at it for a little bit, put it in the morpher, but right as he's about to spin it, goes, you know, Daddy told me never to take the safety off a gun until you're ready to fire it. You give me something to hit and I'll change. I just slowly put it down.
I think Dez literally steps in front of Teddy and is like, you get one free shot, right?
He looks at you, looks at it. Not this way.
And Adam comes over and claps you on the shoulder and he goes, that's the right attitude. Never escalate a fight. That's the first thing our mentor taught us. Keep your secrets. Never escalate a fight.
Any more rules we gotta know?
Never use your power for personal gain. Standard superhero stuff.
Yeah, makes sense. I'd like to think
as he says, never use your powers for personal gain, he's looking right at you, Gabe. Just like, he is staring daggers, and you're just like, I would never.
Look, I feel like I could, do a, sextuple pirouette right now, but I'm not gonna, just because you said that. Thank you.
I feel like Gabe's got his phone, composing the tweet that he was gonna send out.
It's like delete post.
Oh, is that my Power Ranger?
Oh, gee, guys, I'm a Power Ranger. Nope. Okay. Delete. It's you guys are just lucky I hadn't found the right lighting yet. Otherwise, that would have happened. Just sorry.
At least when you would have turned off geolocation.
Not like a goldish green lasso that's just hanging from his belt. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
We should probably stop playing Power Rangers by now, I guess. Power down.
Each of you demorphs.
Yeah.
It's at this point, Adam's watch blares a sound. He goes, throws it up. Crap. Looks like putrids are attacking the city. y'all are about to get your first run.
Let's do this.
Like now? Do we get like a warm up, like stretching, or do we just go straight to the thing? Okay, yeah. Okay,
Just
cool.
grabbing onto Gabe's shoulder
that
and just go. You
Is
got
where
this.
we end for the night.
Derek just starts warming up.
I like to think that Derek and Teddy would just be